Hi everyone, and welcome to our video release of our Gnome Spring collection. Obviously, the gnomes had to make an appearance in spring because they are so full of life. This really colorful and beautiful kit will add such life to any of your creations, whether that you're doing birthday cards, you have a new baby that you're welcoming into the family, you're doing stuff for Easter, or for us, I know the UK already has gone by, but for the rest of us, we will be having Mother's Day coming up here at the first weekend in May. So that's really only a month away here, so time to start thinking about that as well. With our bundled collection, as always, but for those of you that are new to us, by purchasing the bundled collection, you get all 5 coordinated products. Our FQB, our Spring 2 paper pack, our Alpha, our Spring Solids paper pack, and our Little Bits additional elements pack. You get all of that in one product. You save 20% versus purchasing each item individually. And when you see this, you're going to want the bundle, because I'm telling you, there is so much great papers and elements in each of these products that you're going to want a chance to use them all here. So let's dive in and have a look and see what everything is in here. Starting off with Mary Fran made some arrow signs. So obviously, great items, whether you're making layouts, whether you're making cards, they direct you right in, whether you're talking about tulips or flowers or happy days or whatever. Everything is right there for you. There's a little chick with his egg. If you are doing something Easter, or you are welcoming a new newborn to your family, whether that's a child or grandchild, great element to start and have that as your main element. Beautiful, beautiful border. Check that out. That, obviously, this is a background paper. There is white here. I'll just kind of move my cursor around it. It's hard to see on the screen here just with my white background. But that actually is a background paper. So when you can obviously see how you can utilize this, whether you're doing a layout and you're putting in large photos in here, some journaling items, or if you're using it as a card front, this is such a great element, adds such interest down the side. And then all you maybe want to do is add a sentiment label, maybe a few flowers or something like that to dress it up. There you go. The hard work is done for you. It's already there. So as you're going to see, and you're going to see this throughout the kit, you can see how beautiful and bright the colors are. It is so full of life. I don't know how else to say it. It is such a full of life collection. And spring obviously is that for us, for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere. I know for our friends down in Australia, New Zealand areas, as well as South Africa, you guys are heading into fall, so this is really an imbalance for you. But again, that's why I'm saying don't bypass this collection and think, you know what, spring's done for us. We're heading into the dead zone here and into winters. These are great for welcoming in newborns, whether it's somebody's got a new puppy and or a new home and you want to congratulate them on that. We all want to connect it once again now that the COVID, it flares up and then it goes away and everything else, but we are being able to move about a little bit more. And, in doing so, we want to make those things special. We want to continue growing and moving forward with all our relationships. So why not choose to use something like this to bring a lot of light and life into somebody's life, as well as giving you the happiness of doing your hobby and making this for them. So as you can see, as I've been chattering here, the variety of background papers, like unbelievable as always. Mary Fran outdoes herself with the background papers, with the quality of it and the unique designs of them. There is so many to choose from. Bows. Obviously, you can see how great are these bows. These are fantastic. Look at these, like the double bow look to it. It's got that real puffy and everything else to really go within the feel of this whole collection. It is whimsical. It is lighthearted. So you want those things in order to match. Some great brads and the little bunnies, right? Here they come. So a little spring bunny with a carrot. You've got butterflies here to add that light feel. That feeling of flight, that light and airy feel that these bring. Again, in so many colors, so no matter what color palette you choose to work in, you have something that's going to coordinate and go for you in there. As well as the buttons, very, very unique little items, great in order to stick in that little color and texture. Some carrots. Again, like I said, this is not just Easter. There is an Easter component to it, but this is spring, and this represents everything spring that spring brings. There are the eggs. So eggs, obviously Easter eggs, we do think of that. But it also is eggs in terms of brand new growth, brand new chicks, brand new babies, whatever that is. Florals, so again, you're going to be able to pair these up. You're going to pair them together or use them individually as Mary Fran has created them for you. Gives you a lot of dimension, and same thing with the tulips. Obviously, tulips are such a quintessential sign of spring for us all. They're the first guys to shine their faces on us. Those had to be certainly a part of this. Great frames, which are elements that you can use just like this. See how Mary Fran has tucked in the bunny here. A frame is not only for a photo. Don't just relegate them to those. These great frame squares, which you saw in the border background paper when we very first started, are individual here, so you can place them in. Whether you want to take a look at even our Gnome Valentine card or our Gnome Christmas card, we used a similar type idea. If you want to use those as inspiration, just kind of copy them but place in the spring versions of that. Hey, great idea. And here are the gnomes. So again, whether you are going for spring, whether you are going for Easter, this is all covered here. And to be able to place these in as your main elements, add in little extras, you've got creations that are going to shine. The journal cards, obviously beautiful, beautiful items that you can use to write on. You can use these as card inserts, as I've shown you in some of the other cards we've made, as well as our print and cut cards. You've seen how I've embellished the inside of the card. Great elements, pre-made elements that Mary Fran has already done a lot of the hard work for you. You just have the fun of personalizing it. Journal strips, obviously blank ones here. We want to make sure that you can say whatever you want to say, whether that's welcome child, whether that's somebody's name for their birthday, whether that is a place, whether that is welcome spring, whatever that is, we want you to have those there so that you can do that yourself. Ribbons, which add a pop of color. I'll show you how Mary Fran chose to use them in her layout here at the end of this video. They add such texture and color. Digital stamp sentiment, so somebody loves you. You can add that in anywhere you want. Place it on any paper, place it onto a photo before you print it, whatever you want to do, use these like you would polymer stamps. Nice square here, thank you for being so sweet, and a word strip of you're such a good egg. So that is the entire FQB and only the FQB. There's lots more left to go here. In our little bits, you will see that this border here, we saw that on a background paper before, but maybe that wasn't the background paper you wanted. So Mary Fran has given you just the border. You can then now place that on any background paper you want to in order to make your creation like that. As well as clusters. Again, our little bit is filled with these pre-made elements and also phrases and stuff. So when you are looking to create and you've got a little bit of that creative block, you want to turn to the little bits. The little bits gives you that great starting point. It maybe gives you, hey, may you always be hoppy. Maybe that is exactly it. You have somebody who was ill this winter or something. You want to send them a great get well type card or say that, show them that their life is brightening up. That is a great place to start because the little bits have all these pre-made and pre-idea gathering things, right? It's a great jumping off point for you, and it gives you, as well as not only sentiment or an element, it gives you colors, so you can work backwards from there when you're choosing your background papers. Once you already have your main element, obviously you want to choose colors that coordinate with it. Now, obviously, we know that we didn't hit every single thing that you may want to say, or English is not your primary language, so we want to give you blank tags so that way you can write in exactly the sentiment and personalize it to be exactly what you want. In our 2 paper pack, so you will see the same patterns here. Here's that border background again, and there's another version of it in different colors, different pattern paper. Again, you will see the same patterns, but not these colors do not come anywhere else. In the FQB, these patterns are differently colored. So there are no duplicates. These are in addition to. That is going to allow you to make multiple items without worried about repeating it exactly and just making a duplicate, making, the exact same thing. So especially when you're making plenty of cards, plenty of layouts, or for a scrapbook album or a mini album, you certainly want those to coordinate but not match. Here is our solids. So once again, solids act as digital cardstock. Use them to back your photos, use them to back your main elements. even in behind your main papers on your creations, on your paper crafts, because these are perfectly color matched. That's the whole point of them, is to be perfectly color matched and give you that opportunity. Lastly is our talk, which is our alpha. Obviously, when you are working with things, there's a lot of times you want to spell out somebody's birthday, maybe how many years old they are, you want to spell out their name, maybe it's an emotion, you want to spell out welcome baby, or whatever it is. You obviously have the creative freedom when there is an alpha and you get each and every letter as well as some punctuation in here. That is going to give you the opportunity in order to highlight emotions, names, places, phrases, whatever. And you can do that and personalize things very easily when you use this colorful alpha to do so. So before I let you go, let's go back into our displays and have a look at a little bit of inspiration here. Here's Mary Fran's layout. As you can see, there is so much interest, and you see how she chose to place the squares herself on this background paper. This is not the border background paper. This is her doing it herself. There's how she chose to use that digital stamp, Somebody Loves You, our beautiful page. Unfortunately, not longer with us, but that's what memories are great about. That's the reason we create layouts, is we don't want to forget her beautiful little face. As well, you can see how Mary Fran has clustered together. There's her flower, there's that square element that was in the FQB, a carrot, there's the little chick in her basket. There are so many things that you can use. Here is the pink ribbon. This is what I was talking about earlier, is you just want to add in, you want to bring a little bit of pink in over there, a little bit of texture. That's what the ribbons are great for. So feel free to scrap lift that and copy that yourself. As far as the card goes, I wanted to make something that was kind of multi-use. So you're such a good egg. This could be a great birthday card. It doesn't have to just say happy birthday. You can make that wish on the inside if you want. Or this could be anything from a friendship card to your best friend telling them how great they are. This could be an anniversary card. This could be your baby's first birthday. There's so many options with this. And I just wanted to hopefully give you some inspiration on creating other things with this collection. So thanks again for joining in. This is our Gnome Spring collection. It is definitely something that you're going to want to create with, because even creating with it, it gives you that spirit. It gives you that joy. It gives you that life that we're all searching for at these times. So I really encourage you to pick this one up and create with it today. Before you leave, take a look down in the right-hand corner of this screen. You'll see our Nitwit Collections logo. Please click on it to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which will then make you made aware anytime new videos are placed up. As well, give us a thumbs up on the video. Let us know what you liked about it. Let us know what you're going to create with it. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks once again, and we hope you enjoy creating with our Gnome Spring collection.